Hey, how are you all doing today? Today I want to show you guys how to utilize masking. So masking is cutting out the outer layers or uh, cutting off a part to transition into another part. There's so many ways that you can use masking. I want to show you guys right here. I'm working on a video. So I had an idea of cutting out this player and using this as the background. So I want to go in. First, this is the picture or the video that's still. And I want to go over here to the effects bar and you want to put in draw mask. This should pop up. You want to drag this over to the actual picture that you want to cut out, whether cut in, cut out. There's so many ways you can utilize this. Me personally, I want to cut around his body so that way I can get this image like I was talking about as the background. So I want to come over here. You can do it from here if you want. I like to zoom in a little bit more so I can kind of see him a little bit. And there's two ways that you can do this. So you can either cut around like this and it'll give you kind of straight, you know what I mean, direct lines, like sharp lines. Or you can go over here, shape type, and hit that and then go to B-spline. You see how now the line is curvature. So depending on if you got like a circular, sometimes if you have something that's straight around where you could just cut through, you can utilize that. Me personally, I like to do a smoother line, so that way when I mask, I can kind of get an idea of exactly how I'm doing it. Alright, so let me just bring these lines in. You can move these however you feel comfortable. Try and get as close. I wouldn't get exactly on his body. Yeah, because you want to leave some room to maneuver and you don't want to cut out any parts of his body as well. So I'm going to line these up really quick. Give me a second. And this can get tedious, especially if you want to do like in between fingers or if you want to do like certain areas or if you want to get in between like say he has his hands crossed like in between these areas right here. If you want to get really in detail, you can. Sometimes you may have to make another mask. So say like you can't get around that, you would just do this outer body right here. And then until you hit that end point, which will make it fully cut out. So you have to just do that and then make another mask to get these little spots if you wanted to. And bam. So now you cut out that part and it leaves with that background since I already had it connected at the bottom. So you would just put the background right under your clip and then all that would be out. And then you can even go in here if you wanted to zoom in a little more and you can go to feather, which kind of widens. Like I was saying, that's why you don't really need to get as close because you can just go down on the feather right here, bam, and you know get it somewhat close as possible. Also, you're able to invert the mask. So say you outline the outside of it, you could hit this button right here, bam, and it'll cut him out and leave the background. So even if you wanted to switch it here and there, and there's multiple ways you can use it, but this is just the way that I wanted to use it. And then bam, I'll probably touch it up for sure. But now you have the background that you were wanting and you have the picture of him. So there's multiple ways you can do it. This is one way you can mess with it, but masking is a great tool for transitions. It's a great tool for cutting out certain people if you wanted to have them in the visual with a different background. There's so many ways to utilize it. And I just wanted to show you all that, and I hope this was helpful. Like, share, comment. If you have any other tips that you want that I can try and help you with, let me know. And yeah, that'll be all.